Hey everybody, I'm Ralph Calabrese. This is Dad Positive, and this is going to be a demonstration video of a technique I developed called Cryopeutic Meditation. It's kind of a combination of different types of cold therapy. It's you could do it in about 60 seconds in the shower, and the main thing is when you're doing it, think about the struggles that you have in life, the things that cause you difficulty. Whether you want to, be a better young man, woman, if it's school, if it's parenting, if you're a dad or a mom, if it's your children, this technique helps you. For lack of better terms, the easiest way to think of it is like if you get road rage, or if someone says something on social media that causes you to, this technique mimics that and allows you to practice managing your reaction and how it feels to be exposed to those type of stressors, and then work your way through it. I use two clips from Andrew Huberman, a neuroscientist, to kind of back up the technique that I developed. I developed it a long time ago, about 10 years ago. But his what he's talking about shows that yes, this does work. And for me, it's been great. It even helped me get off of opioids. So I can't make the claim that it could help you with addiction, but for me it did, because the same thing, that feeling you get, like going through withdrawal from opioids, and or if withdraw from anything, I think it's a foolproof thing, because it taps into a biology, to a psychobiological process. So I want to share it with you because I think it'll be helpful. And please give me your feedback. That's what I want more than anything. If you do it and if it helps, put in the comment section what you think. If if you found a way to alter it. But yeah, okay, let's get into it.
I've never seen anything else. No drug, prescription or otherwise, no supplement, no workout that I'm aware of that creates that long arc of dopamine, epinephrine, and norepinephrine release that 1 minute of being uncomfortably cold can create. Here's how I approach deliberate cold exposure. And people might scoff and say, well, that's completely subjective. But what I like about it, or what I'm about to say, is that it's highly individual. I think of everything in life as it relates to the stress system as coming at you as like a wall, an event, right? It's not, you're not thinking temperature and duration. You're not thinking, oh, how intense is this difficult conversation on a scale of 1 to 10, and how long is it lasting? That's not how the stress system works. We tend to be confronted with stressors that we either know are coming or are not coming. We are all highly individual in terms of how we react to stressors in a given moment. And what I find is that there's tremendous learning in noticing stress coming toward us confronting that stress, getting past that stress, and then moving through it. The ability to notice how stress hits you and how you move through stress, and then how your adrenaline system is like it's trying to create agitation so you get the hell out of the stressor. That's what it's doing. And your ability to stay calm and to ride through that in a safe way, that is a skill that I think is invaluable. Because when you end with cold, your body has to use its natural machinery to heat back up. So here's what we know for sure. For the first 20 to 30 seconds of cold shock when you get in, that prefrontal cortex that normally has the job of handling context and says shh to the reflexes of the brain and the impulses of the brain is not active for 20 to 30 seconds. After that 20 or 30 seconds, the forebrain starts coming online again. That's your opportunity to start negotiating with yourself of, oh, this is actually good for me. This is, I can handle this. I got through that, so I can get through the next one. But if you put your face in the water, you activate the mammalian dive reflex. And this reflex increases the so-called parasympathetic activity of the autonomic nervous system, which is just nerd speak for it lowers your heart rate, it makes you calmer, and it makes you better able to tolerate stress.
Okay, now that you heard from Professor Huberman, here's the demonstration. Hey everybody, welcome to my Cryopeutic Meditation demonstration video, part 1. This is going to be for beginners and or those who don't want to get their hair wet. And I only have a few hairs up there, but I'll try and keep them dry. Okay, so first thing you want to do is take your normal shower the way you would, and then at the end, get the water as warm as you can take it, nice and comfortable. And like I said, you can do this without getting your hair wet. So I like to let it run down my back and get nice and relaxed and warm. And the key here is you want to create as much of a transition from the warm to cold as you can tolerate. So in the beginning, that'll be up to you how much you can, ease your way into a little bit cold here and then colder next time and colder next time. For me, I'm just gonna crank it all the way, but I'm still gonna do the steps. Like I said, 1, keeping my hair dry, and 2, doing it from a beginner standpoint. Okay, so step 1, you finish your shower, and now you're just getting the water nice and warm down your shoulders. And the key is going to be that when you get the cold water to run down to the base of your neck here, you engage that fight or flight response, and you'll feel what they call piloerection. No, come on. It's where you see an animal and their hair stands up. You're going to feel that sensation. And for me, the quickest way to activate that is by getting the cold water right there at the back of your neck. So again, nice and warm, feels good. If you have your hair up, you can still do this, keeping your hair dry. Okay, and then I turn and get it as cold as I can. Now, if you want to, for those beginners, you can start back here. Just step in a little bit. And it doesn't seem like much. Okay. This is also the time where you can incorporate a mantra. So for those of you just getting started, you can say, I'm resilient. I'm resilient. I'm resilient. Step out. Okay. I'm resilient. I'm resilient. I'm resilient. And you don't have to say it out loud. I'm just doing that for a demonstration. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Okay. And you can feel the goosebumps in your hair standing up. That's initiating the fight or flight response. Okay. So I'm going to do this again for the beginners. I'm resilient. I'm resilient. I'm resilient. And then right as you finish, turn around, and this is going to engage the mammalian dive reflex by getting the cold water running on your forehead and your nose, holding your breath as if you're a mammal in the wild jumping into the cold water. Okay? So again, you take your 3 to 4 times. I'm resilient. I'm resilient. Or however you want, whatever your mantra is, I can do this. I can do this. And you turn right around. And it's not a matter of how long you can hold your breath. It's the sensation of getting that cold water and holding your breath, and do it to your level and ease your way up. Okay, there you go. That's it. That's for the beginners, and or those who don't want to get their hair wet. So, and you do that every day in the shower, and it seems so small, but well, when you're in there, you'll realize it's a lot easier said than done. Let me get some warm water over here. And again, what you're doing is you're engaging the fight or flight response, initiating that piloerection, that response that you got to protect yourself. We don't get that much in everyday life, and so this is a way to, it's an exposure therapy, and the meditation part of it is the mantra of you telling yourself and walking and talking yourself through that discomfort. So again, that's the Cryopeutic Meditation demonstration video 1, the beginners and or those who don't want to get their hair wet. Okay? The next one will be for more advanced and that's been doing it longer, or just who have a more tolerance for the cold. All right? Next. Hey everybody, welcome to the Cryopeutic Meditation demonstration video, part 2. This is the more advanced, so if you haven't watched the first one, I think you're going to have to because I'm just going to run these in series. They're not that long. Okay, so this is for those of you who, 1, don't care about getting your hair wet, and 2, are more resilient to cold already. And so we're going to start the same way as before. You take your normal shower. Get the water as warm as you can take it, and same thing. Now, for this one, I like to get the water as warm as I can take it, and then at the last minute, I shut the cold completely off, and then hurry up and turn the hot on, and turn the hot off, and then crank the cold back on. So there's a split second where I get hit with like really hot water, and then really cold, because the idea is to create as much of a transition between those temperatures so that piloerection happens and my fight or flight kicks in, and then I can use my mantra saying, no, I feel this, I accept this, it's no big deal, I don't have to freak out and run. Okay, so again, warm, 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 and this is where I'll get my balding head wet. Warm, warm. Okay, and for this, I let the warm run all the way down my head. Boy, I really need a hair transplant. Okay. Now for this one, when I turn, I'm gonna turn the cold all the way off, then crank it on, and I'll let it run right down the top of my head. Okay. Now, however you want to use your mantra, I'm resilient. I can take this, or it's okay to feel. However, whatever it is that helps you talk yourself through. Don't pass out here. Don't hold your breath too long. This is just going to bring that heart rate down. Again, this part, holding your breath and running the cold water on your face, is engaging the mammalian dive reflex. Okay, and that's it. That right there, every day when you take a shower, that's the Cryopeutic Meditation. Sorry if it feels weird you being here with me in my shower, but it's the only way to show you. So again, the key behind this is it's an exposure therapy, initiating your fight or flight response, the piloerection, and getting you closer to nature, because we just don't live that way anymore. We don't have as many opportunities to challenge ourselves instinctually. We do emotionally and psychologically, but not in a way that is based on our biology. It's so much of these social stresses and, they're just not what we're wired to deal with. Engaging in this on a daily basis helps you reduce stress, reduce anxiety, reduce depression, better manage your pain, because of the ability to process this here on a daily basis. And you'll feel that when that cold hits, and you'll instantly feel that. That's the same feeling when you get road rage when you're driving, or someone on social media says something and you read it and you instantly react. By doing this on a daily basis, you're going to be able to better manage. I don't like to use the word control. You're going to be able to better manage your emotions and how you react in situations. So again, that's cryopeutic meditation, this type of cold water therapy. But the fact that the key is that meditative part, that mantra is the connecting the psychology with the biology, talking to yourself, talk yourself through it, letting yourself know it's okay, because you have the ability, like I said, to manage how you react. And you're going to no longer be at the mercy of all of your circumstances.